My name's Aditi Quiñones, and I'm 18 years old.
What is your Latina identity or your Latinidad?
I'm Mexican American.
Do you feel connected to your Latinidad? Do you feel Latina enough?
I feel like I am connected to it, but there's like a lot of times where I don't feel like I am Latina enough, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I wish in terms of like my cultural, like cultural dances or cultural like clothing and things like that, that I wish I was more exposed to. Like I know I am Mexican, but like I am Mexican American, so I was like in the United States with that. So I wasn't really like raised in that environment where I would have like traditional dances or traditional like dresses or things like that that would make me feel like if I was in the environment of like Mexico where
Mhm.
it was like predominantly shown.
Yeah. What was your favorite piece of media as a child and why? Like movies, TV shows, books, music, etc.
Um, as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I wasn't very much entertained with TV or anything like that. I was like making mud cakes outside with like my neighbors, but I think one thing that entertained me was maybe just like the track and track races.
Um, was there any media, I guess, since you didn't see it as a child, that like eventually when you got older, did you feel seen in any media that you interacted with, like represented or related to?
Not necessarily seen or represented, but like obviously like you'd get entertained just like by the drama or like the theme that it had. But honestly, I don't think I've ever truly felt represented in any show or like anime or movie in any way, to be honest.
Yeah. Did you notice any of these feelings when you were a kid, or do you see them now as you got like more mature and older? Do you think maybe that's why you didn't watch that media growing up?
I definitely understood it. I feel like I was pretty aware of things like that starting very young.
Hmm.
Which is why I kind of didn't watch it because I was like, I don't think this show is for me.
Hmm.
I don't think I'm the audience that they're trying to go towards. So again, like I would just try to distract myself with different things. But I definitely am able to like more analytically like determine that and see that,
Hmm.
especially with like past classes that I've had where like we watch like all that stuff and determine like what audience are going toward or the stereotypes that they put characters into.
Yeah.
Um, Even if it seems like innocent or like if it's just like a regular job that usually they do, it's still like a stereotype that they usually categorize people in.
Do you think any of this has had a lasting impact on you, like your self worth or sense of belonging?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Honestly, like for a very, very long time, honestly, until like up to honestly, even now, I feel like I don't feel like I should be in college or like even be in that environment or like mental capacity of thinking about pursuing a higher education or pursuing like better paying jobs. And like I find myself connecting more with like the workers, the Hispanic workers here instead of like professors or things or like friends like that. Like you don't really see it. And I see that with my friends as well here that are Hispanic as well. They just like don't feel that connection with like the professors and it's kind of hard to build upon that.
Hmm.
Um and then like for the longest like I didn't think I was gonna go higher than high school or like I didn't even think I was gonna perform well in high school or like do sports or think about becoming a PT or think about becoming anything more than just like working at McDonald's or something.
Yeah. What do you wish your younger self could have seen in her media?
Honestly, I wish like not only like just like seen but like provided, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I feel like in school when I was young, like no teacher were like really like giving me that like connection or references to like any like Hispanic authors or anything that would make me feel connected more
Hmm.
to something like school or anything like that. Like I said earlier, like I didn't think I wasn't even trying in elementary. I failed all my classes in elementary. Like whatever an F is in that, I got it. And not because like I didn't understand the material, but I didn't think there was any point because I didn't think I was gonna go further. So I wish there was like some authors. Like I know in high school they started doing that more and maybe a little bit in middle school, but I mean that's when COVID started happening, so we were kind of on our own. And where I came from, like my school, like they were about representation, but our staff was predominantly like white. So like they understood that they could never actually like fully understand it, which also meant like we couldn't feel fully represented or talk about the topic still regardless.
And then kind of more specific, if you could change one piece of media from your childhood to give to your younger self so that she could see you in it, what would it be and why?
I would think college and sports, like I said, I never saw myself pursuing higher education.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if I was able to start seeing that young and see that there are like people like me, short Hispanic women or like honestly any diverse color, I would have been more open to actually starting and, having that higher education mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am first gen, so like obviously my family around me weren't really pursuing that same idea of like going to higher education and more towards like just trying to find a job just to, make sure that we're, barely above water. So I feel like just, I don't know, like advertisements for like colleges, that we see that around, or even just like characters in shows that were pursuing higher education or like, and not just fighting against, those stereotypes. Like I feel like a lot of shows, especially now, are still just the diverse community fighting against it versus just making it a norm.
Yeah.